Hey guys, and welcome back to another video with our two favorite book nerds, Amy
and Kelly.
Today we're going to be reacting to the Goodreads Choice Awards nominees.
Nominees.
Yes. The opening round for the 2024 Goodreads Choice Awards is now open. That sounds weird. The opening round is open.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and react to the books on the list.
I haven't even looked yet. I have resisted.
I did not. I looked. And I voted. So this is going to be a complete, like...
Yeah, it'll be a surprise. It was first time for me to see who it is, who's on the list. I have my suspicions. Okay.
Well, let's just jump right into it.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Let's see if I'm right about some of these. Sarah J. Maas has a new book out, so I'm assuming she's top romantasy.
Probably.
I'm assuming. How? What?
I honestly, I only looked at the horror category and debut novel. Those are the only two that I looked at because those are the only ones that I typically really like to read. I guess let's just start with fiction.
Okay, sounds good. Because I won't know any of these.
Yeah, I won't know any of these either. Yeah, as expected, I don't know any of these. I've heard of some of these authors that are on the list. Sally Rooney, she wrote, oh my gosh, Normal People.
Wandering Stars is on there. I want to read that book, actually. By Tommy Orange. Yeah.
There's also a book by Louise Erdrich on there.
Is there?
Yeah, The Mighty Red.
Did I skip over that one?
Must towards the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I did.
But
Ellen Hildebrand. I've heard that name before.
Yeah, she has, she seems to be pretty popular with, mainstream readers.
Like the Kristen Hanna group?
Yes. Yeah. Those ones.
Those people.
So I haven't read anything by her because I have a feeling that if they also like Kristen Hanna, I won't like her.
Not for me.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, I don't really see a whole lot on here that I know that I can talk about or be excited for or whatever.
Yeah. No, I mean, there are a couple that I do want to read, but yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay.
That was pretty uneventful reaction.
Historical fiction. I'm not going to know any of these either.
Yeah, no, I kind of feel like we should just skip this category.
Skip that category.
Because I never read history. Oh, Kristen Hanna's on there.
Really?
With The Women. And Jodi Picoult. That one surprises me. By any other name, oddly enough, when I was younger, in high school, I read like a ton of her books. And then now I don't really like them too much.
So we did recognize.
Yeah.
Oh, Sylvia Moreno Garcia's on there.
Oh, no way. How did I miss that one?
The Seventh Veil of Salome.
Oh, is the second one on there?
Salome.
Okay, so well, that's one that we're going to be reading. Interesting.
Well.
A young woman wins the role of a lifetime in a film about a legendary heroine, but the real drama is behind the scenes in this sumptuous historical epic from the author of Mexican Gothic. It's set in 1950s Hollywood. Oh, I'm in. 1950s Hollywood? Rose, I'm so in.
Yeah, we've been a little hit and miss. She disappointed us in our last book with her, so.
Yeah. Otherwise, that's all. Okay, mystery thriller?
Mystery thriller.
Let's go.
Okay.
Rachel Hawkins. Heard of her, haven't read any of her books before. So, not sure how I feel. I think I have one of her books.
We have a different order. That's weird. Richard Osman. Must be a new series.
Yeah.
Different series than
We Solve Murders. It looks good. There's a cat on the cover,
There's
so
a cat
I'm
on
excited.
The cover.
Lucy Foley with the Midnight Peace. I knew that one was going to be on a list somewhere. It's super popular. Lucy Foley's a very popular writer. And also Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. That's on here. I will be reading it. Probably will regret reading it. But I can't stop reading his books now. I've read all the others. Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. I did read this book. I don't think it should be on this list as one of the best books. It was okay. But yeah, I didn't think it was that great.
The Mystery Guest, which is a sequel to The Maid, which I hated. I'm not going to read that book.
I heard good things about The God of the Woods by Liz Moore.
How to Solve Your Own Murder. That sounds good. I like the cover.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think I almost bought that book, actually.
It looks fun.
We got 2 Freedom McFaddens on the list. The Boyfriend and The Teacher. Both of those are on my TBR. I don't know why, because I read The Housemaid by Freedom McFadden, and I hated that book.
Hated it.
But I was told that these ones were good. I don't know. First Light Wins is another one that I've seen a lot. Not surprised. The Last One at the Wedding by Jason Rekulak. I don't know how to say the last name. Jason R. I'm reading Hidden Pictures now, and he is also the author of that book. So, depending on how Hidden Pictures go, might be reading The Last One at the Wedding. And The Night We Lost Him by Laura Dave. I've read The Last Thing He Told Me, or The Last Thing He Said, or like whatever, also by her. I didn't like it, so will not be reading The Night We Lost Him, probably. But.
So who do you think's gonna win?
I think, I'm gonna say probably Riley Sager would be close to winning. I think it's gonna come down to probably between The Midnight Feast and Middle of the Night. Because I would love to see Richard Osman win, but I don't think that that's gonna happen.
Not with Riley Sager and Lucy Foley in the mix.
No, or Freedom McFadden.
Yeah.
I think it'll come down between those 3 for sure.
Well, and even Nita Prose, because the year The Maid was on the list, I don't think it won, but it did go into the finals, which was dumb.
Yeah, I'm gonna bank it on Middle of the Night. That's who I think's gonna win.
Riley Sager?
Yeah.
Most likely.
But romance.
There's probably gonna be Allie Hazelwood and
Casey McQuiston.
Kirsty Greenwood.
Oh, Swift and Saddled is on here. Oh, Emily Henry's on here. Funny story by Emily Henry.
Bryn Weaver. Bryn Weaver's on here.
Why am I screaming?
I don't know. Abby Jimenez. That we actually know who these people are.
Hannah Grace. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Kevin Kwan.
Oh no.
The Cinnamon Bun Store.
Lori Gilmore, who we read last fall.
We read
that was
Pumpkin Spice
not
Cafe.
A good book. Yeah, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe.
I still want to read the other 2 though, I'm not gonna lie. Because she has the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, and then she also came out with the Christmas Tree Farm or something like that. There's a Christmas one, and I don't want to read those still.
No, thank you.
Christina Lauren, okay, so I'm not gonna lie. There are a lot of books on this list that are on my TBR.
Oh.
That I want to read.
Allie Hazelwood's Bride is on here. I thought that would be in Romantasy for sure.
Yeah, I thought so too. Like that's...
I really did. Interesting. Yeah. Well, there'll be some competition on this list.
100%.
This would be one to watch.
I think it's gonna be, oh my gosh, I don't even know. I want to say Abby Jimenez.
Yeah.
Or Elsie Silver.
But Allie Hazelwood's on here twice.
Yeah, that's true, but I haven't heard a lot of people like Bride. And I also
which
haven't...
means I better read it then, because
exactly.
I'm not
Yeah. And I haven't even heard of Not in Love by her.
I haven't either.
So...
Which is not surprising to me.
I honestly think it's going to probably come down to Abby Jimenez or...
Casey McQuiston.
Yeah, but that's another one that I don't think is going to get the win.
You don't think?
I don't think so. Or even Leather and Lark, because I did like Leather and Lark. It's not as good as, oh my gosh.
Butcher and Blackbird.
Yes, thank you. It's not as good, but, oh, the audiobook.
I'm surprised to see that one on here, honestly.
I am too.
I'm just surprised that that series is well known enough.
The audiobooks were worth continuing.
The audio, definitely, if you're gonna do it at all, do the audiobooks.
100%. Okay, Romantasy. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's your books on here.
I haven't looked yet. I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. It's gonna be Sarah J. Maas. Definitely. I thought Allie Hazelwood would be on that list. but she's on the romance list instead. There was another one that I thought I expect to see, and I can't remember her name now. Let's just see. Oh, A Fate Inked in Blood. I didn't know that was considered romantasy. I figured I'd see that on here somewhere. Danielle Jensen. Oh, When the Moon Hatched. God, that's been ridiculously everywhere. I'm surprised I didn't think of that.
I haven't heard of that.
The Spell Shop. Oh, good Lord. Phantasma.
That was the one. I'm like, your book's on here because Kelly has that book.
I have that book. Came in one of my book subscription boxes, and now I don't take that subscription box anymore. But, you know, The Spell Shop, yeah, that was one I expected to see as well. Oh, Leigh Bardugo has a book out this year, but I don't know if it's young adult or not.
It must be.
Oh, of course. Apprentice to the Villain, of course. A Dark and Drowning Tide. That's interesting. Because I had gotten from that I thought that was a brother and sister book. I didn't know that was romantasy. I apparently don't know what that book's about. Faybound. I've heard about that from a few people, but I didn't think it was quite that large. Jennifer Armentrout has a book too. I'm surprised to see it on romantasy though. I thought hers were young adult books. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't read them, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And of course, Sarah J.
So who's taking the crown?
Sarah J.
All the way.
That's a hands down. Absolutely. Although, I think there could be some competition with Sarah Parker's When the Moon Hatched, because there's a lot of hype around that book.
I haven't heard of it at all.
But looking at it, for like the people who go through that aren't romantasy readers that are just voting in every category no matter what, they're gonna see Sarah J. That's their me one. I know her.
Well, I'm gonna just vote for Apprentice to the Villain.
Heck yeah, because we know it'll be better. All right, let's move on. Fantasy. Okay, here we go.
Kelly's category.
Here we go. I think. I'm surprised that Emily Wilde wasn't on romantasy, so I'm hoping that Emily Wilde will be on fantasy instead, which will be interesting. Even though I didn't like that book as much as I liked the first book. Oh, get the Tina Cup! Yay! I love that book. Awesome. I was hoping that one would be Anti Kingfisher. Oh my god, I don't know who to vote for. A Sweet Sting of Salt. I don't know that book. Catherine Arden. Definitely expect her. Deborah Harkness. I don't like her books, but that doesn't surprise me either. The Lost Story. That one does surprise me a bit. An Academy for Liars. You see that one all over the... I thought Jay Kristoff had a new book out. I thought he would be on here too. Lev Grossman. Huh. That one surprises me. The Dead Cat Tale Assassins and The Foxwife are both on here, and I really was surprised about that. Oh crap, there's Leigh Bardugo. Emily Wilde. Somewhere Beyond the Sea. Oh, 5 Broken Blades. Really? First of all, I've heard that's young adult, so it shouldn't even be on here. But really? Okay. Boys of the Damned, never heard of that. Book of Doors, never heard of that. The Night Ends with Fire. I thought that was a young adult book too. Huh. A Song to Drowned Rivers. That was kind of on the radar. I am surprised, honestly. What I'm really surprised at is Brandon Sanderson has a book that's coming out in December. So it would technically qualify.
It depends on when in December, because all this ends December 5th. So
yeah.
I think it's more of like books that are already out.
But you'd have advanced readers out. I thought it just had to be published in 2024.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Qualifications there.
Interesting. Well, because you suckers are out there, Leigh Bardugo's gonna take it. But of what I've read, The Tainted Cup.
Oh, above T. Kingfisher.
I would take The Tainted Cup. Definitely. God, that was a good book. I cannot wait for the next one. That was so good.
Nice.
So I think The Tainted Cup, T. Kingfisher, Catherine Arden, they'll all go through. Alexis Henderson, An Academy for Liars, that will probably go through. Lev Grossman, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one. Lee Bardugo will probably go through. I don't know how many go through the finals. 5?
I don't know.
4?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Win Among Chris, Veronica Roth's, I mean, I've seen it around quite a bit, but I didn't think it was that popular. Okay. Science fiction. I won't know probably any of these.
I won't know any of these.
I mean, I think if there's a Murderbot book out, it'll be on there. James S.S. Corey will probably be on there. But that's the only ones I would know.
Oh, no. Okay. You were right.
I'm starting to worry about this Black Box of Doom.
Yeah, Jason Pargin.
Wasn't that...
He's the author of...
John Dies at the End,
yes.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And that book is something. That book is something. But his titles are just so good, and like his covers and everything, like they are so good. Like you just want to read them, and I am not convinced that they're gonna be good.
James S.A. Corey. Yep.
But he's the only one on this list that I've heard of. I haven't heard of any of these other authors.
Adrian Tchaikovsky. I don't know his science fiction stuff. I just know he also writes some like what do they call it? Flint. Grimdark fantasy, Flint. I don't know. Oh, the Ministry of Time. Huh. Interesting. I think I thought that would be on a fantasy list, if anything. Must be more sci-fi than that. Okay, cool. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
For
Horror time.
Oh, Stephen King, seriously?
Unfortunately.
Well, that just...
Am I the right guy, right? Yeah, okay.
You pretty much call that one, can't you?
Yep, hand it right on over to him.
My Darling Dreadful Thing.
Yeah, so there's so many books on this list that I want to read. I did vote in this category, even though I haven't read every book. I voted for The Angel of Indian Lake by Stephen Graham Jones because that book was beautiful.
Ooh, he's on here twice.
Yeah, he's got I Was a Teenage Slasher and The Angel of Indian Lake, but
T.K. Measures on
Angel of Indian Lake's a much, much stronger book. Incidents Around the House by Josh Mallerman. The Eyes of the Best Part by Monica Kim. I did read that. I think it was a really good, it was a decent debut novel. Because I think it was a debut novel. Pretty sure.
A Sunny Place for Shady People. I've got that one on my TBR, actually.
Oh. Wow. Look at you go having.
I know. I don't remember why, but I do.
There's just so many good books. But with Stephen King on the list, I have a feeling it's going to go to him because that's just...
Most likely.
Most likely.
Because I think maybe a lot of die-hard horror fans would not consider T. Kingfisher to be a true horror writer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though her popularity would probably... But I don't know, Stephen Graham Jones.
I know, he's on there twice.
Twice?
And he deserves to be on there.
Yeah.
For sure.
I need to start that series.
You do. Oh my gosh. The Indian Lake trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
So good. So good. The camera shut off and I don't know exactly when it's shut off and stopped recording. So
yeah.
We're now on to debut novels.
Debut novels. Which reminded me that I cannot believe this was not on the fantasy list. We'll see if it's on this list, but
I do not see it.
I don't see it so far.
But we do have
a lot of duplicates, though, I'm surprised to see.
Yeah, almost every single one is a duplicate.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess yay to those authors for having such good, relatively good debuts. But they're on the main category too.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, there is a lot of duplicates on here.
We used to live
Masquerade. That looks like, that cover's gorgeous. Oh, look, I already want to read it.
here. All right.
Still. It was snubbed. Which I guess, since it didn't come out until just, like, I think it came out at the end of October. 1st of November. Well, it had to have been October because it was November's. It was already in Book of the Month. I guess that was it just too new. They just didn't have enough ratings behind it.
Maybe so.
Not that I know if this is a good book yet or not, but it just sounds really good. And usually if it's, you know, gotten into a Book of the Month Club box, you know, those usually do fairly well.
On to audiobook.
Audiobook. Well, is that a new category?
I think so.
I don't remember that being there.
There are a lot of, like, memoirs on this one.
There's a lot of, yeah, nonfiction.
Yikes.
Wow. Richard Osman's, though.
Yeah. And TJ Klune.
TJ Klune.
And Kristen Hanna.
Bryn Weaver should be on this list because
Oh,
those
100%.
audiobooks are amazing.
The fact that they are not on this list is a crime.
Yeah.
That is just wrong. Like, Leather and Lark's audiobook should be on this list. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is like almost at least half nonfiction, if not more.
Whatever. Young adult fantasy.
Young adult fantasy. I'm not gonna know like anything of these, I don't think.
You probably know more than me. Oh gosh, no, stop.
I think I've heard of Where the Dark Stands Still by A.B. Poranek.
Brando Sando.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, the Skyward book. Cool. Okay, yeah.
And Holly Black is on this list too.
Well, yeah, you always figure I don't know. That's going to be a tough call. Holly Black will probably carry it because you'll have all of the romance girlies in for her.
No.
Although Air with Sabata Tahir.
I was going to say Sabbath to Hear. That one could do well too.
That
Wait,
one could do
Ruthless
well.
Vows.
Well,
Ruthless
yeah.
Vows is on here.
Well, yeah. It should be.
Hashtag voting.
So that one might. I think Divine Rifles won last year, didn't it?
If not, it came real close. So maybe Ruthless Vows will come in.
Maybe, although it's really going to have to work.
Yeah.
To get above Holly Black and
Sabbath to Hear and Brando Sando.
Sando.
And Mafi. To hear, I can't pronounce her first name, but Mafi. She's pretty good too, supposedly.
Oh yeah, which one is that? Oh,
All This Twisted Glory.
Tahara.
Tahara Mafi.
Yeah, it's always, you know, when those dark romance fantasy books, the girlies love them. So
Someone loves them, not me.
yeah. I say
Although
with my nose turned up as I'm reading Ruthless Vows.
Right, okay, yeah, fair. But like, that's not a dark romance book. That's just a romantasy book.
It's not. It's not.
Young adult fiction. Let's just move on. Here.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, Maureen Johnson.
Oh, do you think what's her name's gonna be on here for the third book in that trilogy? What was her name? Children of Blood and Bone, but the third book.
Oh.
I can't remember what it was called. I
I
don't
think
remember the author's name either, but I'll know the cover when I see it.
I think if it was going to be on anything, it would have been on fantasy.
Well, that's true. Heartstopper.
I think Heartstopper takes it.
Yeah, most likely.
Oh, nonfiction. I could care less about this category, quite frankly.
Generally.
Sorry, not sorry.
John Grisham wrote a nonfiction book.
Apparently.
The astonishingly true stories of wrongful convictions.
Interesting. But not interesting enough.
Not
for me to
interesting
read.
enough.
I moved on to memoirs, and
I'm not going to care about that either.
There's actually one on here that I really want to read.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I should have put it on my 10 before the end because I want to read it that badly, and I completely spaced it.
The Devil at His Elbow, Alex Murdaugh and the Fall of the Southern Dynasty. That one might be good.
Memoirs.
Which one did you want to read?
The Third Gilmore Girl by Kelly Bishop.
Oh, really?
Yep. It talks about her whole time like filming Gilmore Girls and everything like that, and just her life. Oh my gosh, like she's been going on tour to promote it and stuff, and she like brought out Lauren Graham for like one of the things to be there as a guest to talk about some of the stuff in the book, and like they talk about Edward Herman, R.I.P. Like it's just great. Like I have cried every like TikTok video or like video that's come up promoting that book. I've like cried watching it, and I want to read this book so badly. Otherwise, I don't care about any of these other books on there.
There was
no, I guess RuPaul's on here.
This one, like Meditations After an Attempted Murder by Salman Rushdie, when he was knifed, the guy that jumped on stage. Yeah, I've got 3 of these books sitting right in front of me. This guy jumped up on stage and knifed him. He almost died.
Dang. Did not know that.
History and biography, I seriously doubt there's going to be anything here.
There will be nothing. Oh, but wait.
Oh, but wait.
Eric Larson has a book.
Oh, really?
But it's about the Civil War, and I don't care. His other book that he wrote that I read, The Devil in the White City, is about H.H. Holmes.
Yeah.
In Chicago, doing all of his serial killer things, and it was pretty darn good. But
I don't know.
I don't care
The
about
Lost Tomb and Other Real Life Stories of Bones, Burials, and Murder.
Oh, A History of the American Bookstore.
Huh.
The bookshop.
By the Fire We Carry, the generations-long fight for justice on native land. Okay, some of these might be good, actually.
We're just like,
we're so snobby.
Oh, Douglas Preston wrote the Lost Tomb one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
No, he's a pretty well-known author, but...
Is he really? I don't know.
Ooh, American Scary, A History of Horror from Salem to Stephen King and Beyond. Add to what to read. Okay, history and bio. Okay, I've added like 2 or 3 books now to my want to read list. Oh, Marie Curie.
Do not like that they don't have a children's category anymore. That just bums me.
It just bums you.
It does bum me.
Is this the last category?
It is.
Oh, dang.
It is.
Oh, dang.
So yeah. Interesting. Interesting.
Very, very interesting indeed.
These choices. Like, out of the absolute
category.
Blue. Yeah, I'm back on fantasy again.
I feel like the majority in the horror were definitely, like, I expected all of them.
You expected them?
Yeah.
Some of these I've never even heard of before. Like this one has 3,000 ratings. 3,600. You really? Really? This is a popularity contest. We all know it. So how did that book get on there? But that was The Dead Cattail Assassins, which I will admit I do want to read. But 3,300 ratings.
Well, This Cursed House, 1,000.
How did that even get on the list?
I don't know.
The Teller of Small Fortunes, which already has 1,251 ratings.
Kelly's upset.
I'm upset. I haven't even read the book yet.
You're already going to bat for it. You
and
can't.
I'm already going to bat for it.
You have to like it now. You have to like it now, because if you read it and you don't like it, then it was all for nothing.
I'm not going to be able to review this book.
No.
Because I'll be like, no.
I'm looking up the Goodreads rules for 2024. Okay, so books published in the United States in English between November 16th, 2023 and November 12th, 2024 are eligible.
Okay, so Brandon Sanders will be on there next year. Yeah. And maybe that's why this one's not on. No, it has to be. I've already bought it. It had to have been published last month.
It says Goodreads nominates 20 books in each category based on statistics from the millions of books added, rated, and reviewed on Goodreads. Most books that Goodreads nominates are from verified Goodreads authors. A book can be nominated in no more than one genre category, but can also be nominated in the debut novel and or audiobook categories as well.
Which we saw.
Yeah. And then that's really all that it says. Maybe like a book hasn't been reviewed, but maybe like a ton of people have added that to their want to read list.
Maybe.
And so that makes it popular.
I guess. I don't know. I was just looking up to see if there's a list of fantasy books published in November to see if, or in 2024, to see if there's anything that I'm not thinking of right now. Megan Bannon wasn't on the list, was she? For Frank and Twyla. Oh, Foul Days. I honestly thought I'd see that on there by Genevieve Dimova. I mean, I didn't think it was that great, but I've seen it around a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of people are reviewing it. Unfortunately, Richard Swan was not on the list either. Should have been. The Fireborn Blade by Charlotte Bond. That's the book I was thinking of. I've seen people talking about this all over the place, and it is not on anybody's list either. I kind of thought maybe I'd see that one. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go.
That was our reaction to the Goodreads Choice Awards.
That'll be interesting. I'll have to, not a lot, because I have so much time, I'll have to read some of the, because there is a couple that I've never heard of.
We'll see how things turn out.
We'll
Who wins
see,
here in the
yeah.
next couple of weeks. Or longer than that. But anyway, December 5th, the winners are announced.
December 5th.
And then we'll be coming back to react to the winners. So, be ready.
Yes. Be
prepared.
Be ready. We might have to open up a bottle of wine for
Oh
it.
gosh, for real though. Stephen King wins again. Stephen King won last year in horror with Holly.
With Holly.
With Holly.
So you know that's name recognition. It's just like, again.
It had to have been. It had to
Well,
be.
the same thing that I'll be doing when I go through like romance. I'll just click on whatever cover I think looks cute.
Yeah. There actually were a lot of books in the romance category that I have on my like want to read list or I want to read.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I should know better than to think that I'll actually enjoy them, but here we are.
Yeah, here we
the
are.
The covers are just so cute, and I want to like them so bad. Anyway,
there we are.
There's the start of my,
There we are.
the middle of my mental breakdown, so here we go. It's fine, but let us know in the comments your thoughts on the Goodreads Choice nominees, what books you want to win, what books you think are gonna win, all of that fun jazz. If there were books that, you think should have been on the list that weren't, we'd like to hear all of your thoughts, so let us know down in the comments below. And also, while you're down there, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and hit the red subscribe button to join the Everyday Adventure family. Then you can see our beautiful faces every Sunday with new book videos. And also, be sure to go and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Everyday Epic Book Club for even more content and updates.
Yes. And while you're doing all that, be sure and check out the rest of Amy's channel because it's far more than just book stuff. There is home renovations. With spooky season just barely behind us, you have all of her decorating of her house and her party and shopping hauls. There's home renovation videos and travel videos and kitties everywhere running around. So check all that out. And if you still want some more, she has a blog too. So you can read articles like Watch It Wednesday, where she watches Netflix shows and tells you if you should. And Foodie Fridays, where she reviews restaurants. So check it all out and become a part of the entire Everyday Adventurer family.
Yep.
And there it is.
Alright, well, like I said, hope you guys, I didn't say it this time, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'm Amy.
And I'm Kelly.
And we are
the Everyday Epic.
We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.